This is the afternoon video update. This is for Tuesday, the 16th of May. I'm James Spann. Another classic summer-like day today. For some of you, it's bright and sunny. For others, you've got a big downpour with gusty winds and hail. And we'll see this type of weather really for the rest of the week, with heat levels coming down. No 90s anytime soon, at least for the next 5 to 7 days. Let's begin with the upper air look across the country today. This often tells a story, except in the summer. Things typically slow down in the summer, and that we have winds aloft that are light. The main dynamics well to the north of the state. That's pretty much the case today. We have clusters of storms in progress across Alabama. That's the visible satellite view. And again, you can see those bright white clouds over the central counties. Those are storms. However, for some spots, it's a beautiful sunny day. And that's the way it works on these days. There's a look at the radar composite, but let's look at the single-site radar coming from Birmingham. And that's the way it looks as I do this update about 2:37. And again, we note that we've got, looks like a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for parts of Perry County and for parts of Chilton and southern Shelby. And I take that back. These are not severe thunderstorm warnings. I've actually got the radar displaying significant weather advisories. These are not warnings. I totally take that back. In fact, I probably should get those off of there. So there we go. Now, no active warnings in effect. You can see that the storms are producing just tremendous amounts of rain. That segment there from near Columbiana and Wilsonville back up into Talladega County, approaching the city of Talladega, producing some small hail, strong gusty winds. But keep in mind, as you look at this, remember the criteria for severe storms: 58 mile per hour winds or greater, or 1-inch diameter hail or larger. That's the size of a quarter. And, a lot of people think that every storm like this should have a warning, but the truth is these are not severe by classic definition. They're just not. And if you put out a warning for every summer storm, every summer afternoon, it's just going to be all warnings all the time, and nobody would pay attention. So you have to draw the line somewhere. So, yes, it's nasty thunder, lightning, heavy rain, some minor flooding, but again, they're under classic severe limits. We've had a few warnings earlier today, but even with those, I've not seen evidence that they verified with the 1-inch hail or 58 mile per hour winds. There's a look at the heavier storms down to the southwest and parts of Perry and Marengo counties. And again, all of this moving to the southeast. And additional storms could fire this evening in this environment across the state. And again, we'll check that radar one more time before we wrap things up. Heat levels are down a bit today because of the clouds and showers, but away from the showers, we have mid-80s at 2:15, 86 for Sylacauga and Anniston, but Birmingham at 76 with nearby storms. Montgomery 88, 80s for Dothan and Mobile. So, again, let's go to the watch warning map. Here's the national view. We have a severe thunderstorm watch north of the state for parts of northeast Tennessee and southeast Kentucky, where we have an enhanced risk of severe storms in that area this evening. Got a marginal risk down into the northern half of Alabama. And, again, drawing these things is hard to do. Almost every day between now and September, we're going to have these strong summer storms around. And they could produce some small hail and gusty winds. There's no tornado threat. And, do you throw up a marginal risk or not? But they did today. It's a level 1 out of 5. And pretty much the same thing tomorrow. We have a marginal risk for much of central and south Alabama, basically south of a line from near Fayette over to about Jacksonville. And it's the same thing. The heavier storms tomorrow could produce small hail, gusty winds. There's no tornado threat. Then on day 3, which is Thursday, a marginal risk well to the west. And day 4, Friday, a risk of severe storms over parts of Texas, Oklahoma, and the Arklatex region. And once again, looky here, it's that time. We've got the NHC guys issuing their products again. The hurricane season technically begins on the 1st of June, but sometimes you get little preseason systems kind of in the backyard, and they'll be watching things between now and the end of the season. The season runs from June 1st through the end of November, but things are quiet across the Atlantic Basin. No tropical storms for the next 7 days. Rain for the next 7 days. Rain amounts in Alabama 1 to 2 inches for the south, 1/2 to 1 inch for the north. But remember, your number could vary. Model fans, Here we go, the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow at 4. Got a weak northwest flow aloft, and a surface boundary is near the Tennessee state line, but it's just not going to make it. It's going to run out of gas, and so again, we'll have scattered showers and storms around. And like today, they could be strong where they form. And the weather not as hot. The high will be closer to 80 for the northern half of the state. Pretty much the same thing on Thursday. A number of showers and storms around, but not raining all day, not raining everywhere. Friday, showers seem to thin out a bit. And again, we note that cold front north of the state from near Detroit down to Wichita. And Saturday, that front will be pushing in here. So again, we'll have the chance on Saturday of 1 or 2 passing showers or storms. We stress it will not rain all day Saturday. Some spots may be evading the showers, but a decent chance of a passing shower or storm. The high Saturday close to 80. And maybe some sun. And then Sunday, we're still seeing evidence we will see a dry continental air mass for one day. Lower humidity. Sunday morning, we could start the day in the 50s. That'll feel pretty good. High Sunday should be in the low 80s with a sunny sky. And then Monday, the moisture tries to come back. There could be a few isolated showers. And a week from today, Tuesday, May 23rd, little weak trough. And again, maybe a few widely scattered showers, but things look relatively quiet much of next week. Let's go out 10 days. Friday, May 26th. An upper low forms, a little to the southeast of here. And if that feature does form, we would be in a dry sector of that. And we've seen evidence of that from other models and other runs as well. Rain for Birmingham from the GFS ensemble. We're looking for that green line. That's the mean. About 2 inches between now and the 1st of June. And numbers coming off the national blend of models. Highs around 80 for the rest of the week, low 80s for the weekend, then creeping back up toward the upper 80s toward the end of next week, but we see no 90s on the board for the next 10 days. And hot off the presses. Got the brand new 8 to 14 day outlook. This is for May 24th through May 30th. And if this works out, temperatures pretty close to average. But one more time, let's go back to the radar. And again, you can see, if you're just joining us, we're doing this live at 2:43 this afternoon. And the storms are under severe limits. We have no active warnings in effect. Heavy storms now from near Spring Garden, northern part of Cleburne County, southern Cherokee, down to Jacksonville, around Oxford, East Teboga, Talladega, Childersburg, Clanton, then down toward Uniontown and Perry County, down to Thomaston and Marengo County. And with all of these storms, you're going to get some creepy clouds, CLCs, a lot of shelf clouds, scud, but there's no tornado threat, but you could see some small hail. We've had a lot of that today, much like yesterday. Gusty winds, heavy rain, temporary flooding, and then they move on. But we'll keep a close eye on those, as we always do. Let's roll that Kid Cam video. Come on now. River Chase Elementary School. We call this our neighborhood school because the TV station is in River Chase. They're in River Chase in Hoover. Third graders, oh man, they're pumped. They are pumped. May crowds are the best. Energy galore. School's almost out. But I love coming to see my friends see the third graders every year. Typically in the month of May, a school is about to wrap up, and we had just an absolute blast earlier today. So, let's see. Busy week again tomorrow. We'll be speaking to some folks with the FBI virtually in the morning. Then Greystone Elementary School in Hoover. And I should mention tonight I'll be speaking at the commencement for the Grove School. They'll be doing graduation for them out at Camp Winnetoska. Then Thursday I'll be down at South Shelby Baptist. Talk to the senior adults. Thursday evening, remember, we're programming weather radios in Cullman. If you need help with your weather radio, if you need to buy a new one, we'll be at the Lowe's. They'll have them available. You can buy them there, and we'll program it for you. If you already have one, if you want us to check it, we'll be glad to do that. We'll be there Thursday, the Lowe's in Cullman between 3:30 and 6:30. And then Friday, Chelsea Park Elementary School, Friday morning. Friday night, I'll be emceeing a Taylor Hicks concert at Sanford to benefit Alabama Game Changers, which is an incredibly good ministry. Again, here in River Chase, our neighbors. And then Saturday morning, I will be in West Blockton at the Cahaba Lily Festival. It'll be a big day. I'll be doing a book signing there from 9 to noon. Your chance to come see us, get all the weather cool stuff, go down and see the lilies. They're in bloom now. You one chance a year, and this is it. So again, West Blockton, Saturday we'll be in downtown West Blockton from 9 until noon. And of course, We invite you to watch us on television this evening right across the hall in Studio A, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.